Hi legends, hope you're all having a great Thursday evening here in South Africa, morning, afternoon, wherever you are around the world. Hope you're having a great day. Some nice volatility here from the price of Bitcoin. I'm going to set up a poll. I want you guys to let me know, do you trust this little breakout here to the upside? Do you think it's a fake out? Or are we going to claim the local highs that we've made during the last couple of weeks? Legends, a lot to get through today. Today's show, I want to focus a little bit on what you guys want, okay? Some people sent me some messages via YouTube. Some people sent me mails. Some people talk to me inside of Discord. And a couple of people have asked for specific things, okay? So quite a jam-packed show today. I will try and squeeze it in as tightly as I can, but stay tuned for all the alpha, and perhaps, all of you will find benefit in everything that I'm about to share today. Right, legends, let's dive into the alpha. As always, smash up the like, hit subscribe if you're not subscribed to the channel for future notifications, and let's dive into the alpha. Let me just do this over here. Right. Also, down in the description of this video, here is the exchanges that I use to do my daily trading. Bluffin, 80k bonus. No KYC required. I've also got Bybit and 𝗞𝗍 with the lowest fees, also a $20,000 bonus depending on how much you deposit and trade, and the money gets airdropped into your account every week. Okay, right, legends, so make sure that you go down in the description, sign up, come trade with me. You only qualify for the biggest bonuses and the fee reductions by using the links down below. It costs you nothing extra. Okay, right, legends. Ooh, what is happening right now? Okay, let me say hi to the community before we dive in. You can see how basic and simple my technical analysis is over here. Okay, so I think show is done for today. Guys, this is what I'm looking at. Guys and girls, I must remember to say girls as well. We have a lot of women joining my live stream as well, like Valerie, a legend that's been supporting me since the beginning. Hi, Valerie. I'm perfectly fine today. Thanks for joining. Appreciate you being here. Mr. Fast, hello, Devil. Glad to see you now. Timo, you were the first person to comment. Hello, hello, hello. Lazuri, thanks, Devil. Pleasure. Smashing the like. Good vibes here. Yes, as always. Tobias, hi, Devil. What's going on here with BTC? I have no idea. I hope you guys can tell me. Right, we'll dive into the technical analysis in a moment. Hello. What I would like to do, okay, perhaps while we start up the show, I just need to figure out how do I do that. Right, I want to start a poll, and I'm going to keep it very simple. Okay, create a poll, ask a question. Do you trust this pump? Yes or no? Yes, no. Okay, let me know what you guys think. Right, let's start the poll over here. Do you guys trust this pump here to the upside? Okay, there we go. Let's see how this progresses. Right, Red Hat, thanks for joining. See you in 4 years. Right, only XRP I trusted. Haha. Right, Della, could it be the beginning of the wave 1? Are you talking about this little move here to the upside? Okay, legends, without further ado, let's do some technical analysis. Someone has asked, just to go through the agenda for today, someone has asked me to please go through a bearish scenario here on the price of Bitcoin according to a Wyckoff accumulation schedule. So I just want to share the bearish scenario here. Definitely not invalidated, but I just want to share why the scenario carries lower probabilities than some of the bullish scenarios. Someone asked me to go through XRP. We'll go through XRP. Someone asked me to or a couple of people actually asked me to do some analysis on Ethereum. Okay, so we'll go look at Ethereum, we'll go look at XRP, we'll go look at some of the bearish case scenarios here on the price of Bitcoin, we'll do some technical analysis, and if there's time, we'll go through a little bit of fundamental news around the world, and let's see. And obviously, I will answer all the questions. Well, I'll get to most of the questions that I can inside of the comments over here, so make sure that you keep the comments flowing, keep chatting to me. And if there's anything that you would like to know, a question, just let me know here in the comments. I will look at it from time to time. Dear Vault, good guy say what a best for you. Good. For lower time frames, trading imbalances, liquidity, volume profiles. The jury could. Okay, please can you maybe just ask that question again? I'm not sure I understand. Right, Snowjack. Good morning, sir. Timu Train. Timu Saran. If there is significant volume, we could trust the rise at the moment. Well, that's why I'm asking the questions. What do you guys think? It looks like more people at the moment are saying they don't trust this pump here to the upside. Okay. Right, legends. Let's dive into the technical analysis over here. So, I'm not sure if I can't remember exactly what I discussed this morning in my YouTube update, because I also do a Legends live update inside of our Legends trading community. First link down in the description if you'd like to join that community. So, you know, just bear with me if I do repeat myself over here. But for those of you that didn't watch my YouTube update this morning, I'm sure you'll find value. Okay, Legends, during one of my updates this morning, I said, keep an eye on this trend over here, okay? And this is the trend that we broke now here to the upside, but you can see exactly where we got rejected at the 0.382, okay? Right, I also said, I don't trust this consolidation because I'm spotting local bearish CVD. What I would like to see is for us, okay, I think I did say this during my update. What I would like to see for us is to sweep the liquidity and get acceptance back. And that's exactly what happened over here. Okay, so that actually was a beautiful long entry over there. As you are falling and you're getting the recovery back inside the range, that's where you long with your stop loss. And when you start moving into profits, you protect your position. Okay, now the question is, can we continue the momentum here to the upside? Right, so let's just zoom out here onto the 4-hour time frame before we, stayed glued here to the 15-minute time frame. So looking at the structure over here, legends, just hide that fib for now. Okay, I've got a couple of trend lines and just want to make sure that I've got it there exactly. Okay, ooh, look at where we got the bounce. That is interesting. Okay, can you guys see where we got the bounce? Okay, you can see that we have a beautiful touch over here. We have 2 touches over there. We have 2 touches over here, but I count this as 1, 2, 3, and now we have the 4th touch. Beautiful touch exactly on the trend line. Okay, and this is now where we're getting the breakout to the upside. Right, legends. Also, what I want to see is, well, did it bounce on a Fibonacci level? Okay, so let's use this pivot. Almost, but no cigar. Not yet, right? We're not there yet. We didn't bounce at a critical fib retracement. Often what this means, legends, if we had to get a pump here to the upside, what you would like to see, okay, if price movements keeps on moving up and it doesn't hit, you take a fib from the low to the high, it doesn't hit a proper fib level, and it keeps on moving up, and like now it doesn't hit a proper fib level, and let's say it keeps on moving up without hitting a proper fib level, it means that the impulse is not done. Okay, so if we do find momentum here to the upside, we make another high over here, then you increase the probabilities. Okay, well, now when you take a fib, okay, from the low to the new high potentially that we're going to make, right, then you'll see, oh, okay, we did actually hit the 382 already based on the new high. So potentially the retracement now tells me that we can find support where we already found support, or we can go to the 50%, the 618. You guys know the story. Okay, right, if the impulse is done and this is the end, what you would like to see, let me do this, okay, is at least a major fib level hit for continuation to the upside. Right, I hope what I'm saying here makes sense. Keeping it simple over here from a one-line trend strategy perspective, we have tapped this trend beautifully. Okay, beautiful tap here on the trend. And I just want to see if I use the 4-hour over here. Okay, yes, no, that trend is valid. I just want to make sure that this trend is correct and that it's valid. Okay, right, legends. So that is exactly where we got the bounce. And if you had the trend line drawn up, you'll know exactly also that's exactly where we got the bounce. Okay, I am, however, still a little bit concerned about the massive amounts of liquidity that's lying here beneath us. If I go and have a look at liquidity, let's zoom in here. I just want to show everyone. Can everyone see that? Yes, you can see that we still have a massive amount of liquidity that has not been grabbed with this low. So this could mean, okay, that the pump and the breakout here to the upside is a fake pump. Okay, and that we're still going to go down to grab that liquidity before we have a more momentum here to the upside. And most of that liquidity lies here by $63,000, which is in alignment with this 382 FIB level, $62,617. So below these lows over here is a massive amount of liquidity. So if this is a fake out here to the upside, right, you grab the liquidity, you tap a major FIB level over here, and then I'll say, okay, now it looks like it's game on. If we get acceptance back above these lows over here, now we can go and break this trend over here, okay, for continuation here to the upside. Right, okay, legends. So from a technical perspective, I'm gonna, it's very simple for me from a technical perspective. We have massive amount of liquidity. That's a swing failure that I'll keep an eye on below these lows, okay? Perhaps we dip down, you grab the liquidity, you get acceptance back inside the trend, okay? If this breakout is real, let's go back here to the 15-minute time frame. Okay, what you want to see is some local strength. You want to see, okay, for every retracement that we're going to have here to the downside, ideally what you would like to see is some bullish CVD. During this entire consolidation over here, there was continuous bearish CVD building up. Now we invalidated, or the bearish CVD played out, and now we have fresh CVD that we need to look at or keep an eye on. Okay. So legends, the one thing that I'm also still keeping an eye on, I am very surprised from this community's perspective that everyone really finds Elliott wave fascinating. Okay, it's not a lot of people that enjoy Elliott wave theory because it's boring, it's technical. Well, it's not boring if you can see where the price could potentially go. Okay, it's like a forecasting tool almost. But I'm surprised about how many questions I get here from the community saying, Devil, please do more Elliott wave analysis on this coin. Please, can you do it on Ethereum? Please, can you do it? Those show us the bearish case from an Elliott wave perspective on Bitcoin. So it seems that everyone here really enjoys Elliott wave theory. If I'm missing the boat here completely, it's just I'm going based on the comments and the feedback that I'm receiving. So I'm glad that you guys are enjoying Elliott wave theory. So I will throw a little bit of Elliott wave theory in now and again, but I do know that it's technical and not everyone understands it, and some people actually get frustrated when I start talking about Elliott wave theory. But it is interesting nonetheless that if I look at Elliott potential, okay, Elliott wave theory over here, and I look at this move that we have, I'm also trying to figure out, well, can this be the end? Can this be the end? And does Elliott wave theory tell me that there's a probability of still taking this low, okay? Or are we just going to continue up from here? Right, then I need to start looking at this structure, okay? Because this now obviously looks like the end, here at the top, and now this becomes corrective here to the downside. Okay, so without going into too much detail, I would like to, what I usually do is I take a FIB retracement from the high to the low, and you can see, okay, 1-to-1 ratio, common C wave target. 1.236 also common C wave target. So together with the trend that we tapped and the 1.236 common C wave targets, which states that this could be the end of the correction here to the downside, right? But I do like the 1.618 that has perfect confluence with the 0.382. Okay, when I zoom out here, 0.382. 1.618, you guys know how magical the 1.618 level is. I've spoken so many times about the 1.618 level, and I've showed everyone that's been following me for so long how often this level gets hit and then you get a massive reversal either to the up or to the downside. So I wouldn't be surprised, okay, without going into too much detail over here, if this is the end, okay, of this impulse. Okay, wait, let me not confuse anyone. Let's do this. I have zoomed into this impulse here to the downside. You can go and count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It looks like a 5-wave structure. And this can definitely be an A, B, C, okay, where you can go and tap the trend over there, and then you fall down, right, to come here to the 1.618 level. So I really like the 382 level. It has confluence with a 1.618 from a fib extension perspective. It will grab all of that liquidity here below. But legends, that is not to say that you can't make money, okay? And just wait for this opportunity. If you're going to wait, okay, we don't know when price is going to come here, right? And if it is actually going to come here. So, I mean, from a one-line trend strategy perspective, there are 2 trades that I highlighted this morning, potential trades. I don't like to give signals, but sometimes you can read between the lines where I'm alluding to what I'm looking at, okay? The first thing I looked at is to say this morning, I said, if we break down and we get acceptance back above, that's where I long. The second thing I said is that if you go onto the 15-minute, we have a beautiful trend over here. You have a touch, and then you have another beautiful touch over there, and you play the breakout. Okay, so if you if you played the breakout over here, you should be in the profits, unless you FOMO'd into the trade as we were pumping. Now you're stressing a little bit, like, oh crap, I entered over here. I wish the price, and I hope the price is going to pump, right? Don't FOMO into trades because you never know. Right, legends, so looking at the structure over here, there is definitely a possibility. Okay, I just want to see something else. Just take the fib here out the way. Just want to look at the structure here quick. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just want to see something. I just want to make sure that the third wave is the longest. Otherwise, this scenario is invalidated. Okay, it is longer. Thank goodness. Right, okay, so definitely a possibility, legends, for, let me grab my Koki, a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Ideally, this wave is not allowed to trace or go into the territory of wave 1. So if this is 1, 2, and this is 3, number 4 is not allowed to go into the price territory of number 1 if it's an impulse to the downside. Okay, so then what I do is I take a fib, normal fib. Okay, let's just measure this move here to the downside. And what you would like to see is us not tap the 0.618. Okay, so for bearish momentum to continue to the downside, what you would like to see is for this breakout to be a fake out. Okay, so yes, you could make money here to the upside. Perhaps this is an A wave. Perhaps, you know, this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it's now creating an A, B, C. Okay, you want to see it stop here by the 50%. I don't want to see us tap the 0.618 because then you increase the probabilities that the correction is over and we can go and find higher momentum. So that is a good sign as well. As soon as you tap the 0.618, you increase the probabilities that the correction could be over, okay, and the breakout can be trusted. So if you tap the 0.618, you maybe get a bounce here to the downside and you break out here. This pump can be trusted because you tap the 0.618. Also, the importance of that 0.618 level is that if you tap the 0.618, okay, you are entering the territory of wave 1. You are entering the territory of wave 1, which means that this impulse is finished. Okay, so what you would like to see, or I can't really say what you would like to see. The clues that you need to look out for over here is that price needs to reject by the 50%. And if price rejects here at the maximum target of the 50% fib level, there is still a high chance that we can come and claim this low. Right, hope that makes sense, legends. Hope what I'm saying here makes sense. Okay, so that's a little bit of a mix between Elliott wave theory and just plain Fibonacci levels, right? Okay, legends. Right, so point being is this 382 level does look really, really, really juicy. Okay. But there's another scenario that I'm keeping an eye on. Okay, let me just clean it up here. Zoom into the 4-hour time frame, and let's just look at this entire structure. Okay, there is another scenario. Okay, where So the scenario that I've just discussed basically says we could have a fake out, okay, not go into that price territory over here. So you want to see maybe a bounce or whatever happens inside here, but you want to see us actually break the trend and come and bounce here on the 382. And then we have a chance to come still claim these highs, because then it means that this impulse is not finished. Then there's another scenario where the impulse is finished. This is the end. This is the end. Right. Where we can now expect a deeper correction. Okay. So you might get a bounce. So let's say we lose this level. Okay. We might get a bounce by the 382, but you can still make lower highs. And then you continue to the downside, you get another bounce, and you make yet again a lower high, okay, and you continue down. So at any of these fib levels, and I think once we start losing the 382 over here, I would even consider drawing my fib here to the bottom of this impulse, right over here, okay. What I do like is if we get a deeper correction here to the downside, okay, let me just clean this up. If we lose the 382, okay, I do like the 0.618. It has beautiful support above these highs. The 0.618 has massive support over here. I do like the zone. And if you come down deeper into the golden zone between the 0.618 and the 786 is what I refer to as the golden zone. If price had to find its way down here, inside the golden zone where this consolidation will provide massive support, we still have a chance for a bounce here to the upside, a massive third wave, explosive wave here to the upside where you're making a low, a high, and then you want to make a higher low to change market structure, because we haven't changed market structure yet on the higher time frames, and then you want to see that third explosive wave here to the upside to come and claim this high and make a higher high, higher low, and so the momentum continues. Okay, because when you look at this structure, this structure over here is we have lower highs, lower highs, lower highs, lower highs, lower highs. Okay, so the job is now done. We have now officially made a higher high. We're breaking the market structure over here. We've made a higher high. Now the job becomes very important that we need to make a higher low. We need to make a higher low to confirm continuation here to the upside. Okay, we need to change market structure here on the higher time frames. Okay, and I'm specifically referring here to the 4-hour, 1-hour time frame. Right, legends. Yeah, I mean, I'm not surprised that we're getting a little bit of a pullback over here. Let's see how this plays out. Ideally, I mean, to give me a clue for this scenario over here, from the low to the high, okay, if we're going to retrace here all the way to the 0.88, okay, I would love to see this. This is going to be like a nice little gem nugget that I'm going to have a look at if we retrace here to the 0.88. Because if this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I mean, you can count it a little bit differently, doesn't matter. This is the end of the impulse from this structure, okay? You can have an A, B, C, okay, and then fall down, right? And B waves, they really love the 0.88 target over here. They love it, okay? Right, so if we tap the 0.88, then I know any move away is corrective and not impulsive, and we're still going to build impulses back to the downside. Okay, legends, let me know if you guys enjoy the alpha over here, right? And let me know if you guys do enjoy Elliott wave theory, okay? It's just some of the feedback that I've received, people really, really like it. Okay, legends, so let's see how this plays out. Just a nice fib here from the high to the low. Okay, this is where we're currently struggling, is by the 382. 382, and let's see, you know, perhaps you get a little bit of a pullback. Oh, and I would like if you can bounce there on the 0.88, you tap this 50% fib level without hitting the 0.618, then I know that the probabilities have increased that we are going down. Right. I hope I've given you some alpha so that you know exactly what you need to look out for, okay? You always have to have a trading plan. If my invalidation gets hit by the 0.618, then I know I need to look for longs. if we do only retrace until the 0.5, then I know I'm going to start looking for shorts. Okay, so that's how I plan my trades going forward. Right. Okay, legends. Smash up the like for the education over here. Always remember, I do my trading here on Bluffin. Most of my trading I do on Bluffin, also on 𝗬𝗫xe. Links down in the description. It's also your ways to support the channel. Costs you nothing extra. And also our legends trading community, first link down in the description. Go and join us. I also said hi to the free Discord community that today I see there's a lot of people inside my community as well that's joined the free section. So I went to go say hi. So don't be scared to tag me and ask me a question, whatever's on your mind, and I will try and get to your questions. Okay. Right, legends, let's dive into some of the questions that you guys asked. Okay. One of the questions I got today, and I know this looks like a mess. Okay. Let me go here onto the 3-day chart. Fast Devil, to be honest, you are our treasure. Thank you so much. That's really, really kind words. I must say, I really love my community. I have followed many YouTube influencers during my trading career, and oh my word, the comments are horrible. People are having fights inside the communities. They're breaking each other down. They're shilling altcoins to each other. It's really terrible. And when, even after the streams, I go and read through every single comment to see if there's, if there's something important that I've missed. I really go and put in the work. Okay. I truly go and read through every single comment after the live stream is done and make sure that I haven't missed something, and maybe I can bring it up during my next live stream. So I appreciate my community over here. You guys are awesome. Okay. No fighting. You guys are respectful. There's no swearing. So I'm lucky. I'm really lucky. I consider myself lucky. Okay, legends. I am here. Okay. I hope you guys are going to find this interesting because it's very interesting to me. Okay. I'm here on the 3-day chart. Okay. I like the 3-day chart because I can just fit some more information in here. Okay. And for the purposes of real estate, I can switch off the volume. Right. Now we have a bigger screen to work with over here. Right, legends. Someone asked me a question via email. 𝗬𝗫𝘆𝗽𝗍, can we go down to $25,000? Because I have a Wyckoff accumulation thing that tells me that we're going down to $25,000. Right? Where this person is basically taking the previous bull cycle into account at this structure over here. Not that one. Not that one. Okay, I've done so many preparations. This one. Okay. Legends, this scenario is not invalidated. It just carries lower probabilities. So please just remember what I'm telling you over here is that there is a possibility for this scenario to play out, but it carries lower probabilities than some of the bullish scenarios that I have from an Elliott wave perspective. But I'm not saying this can't play out, okay? But yes, it looks really, really, really bad, okay? Where basically this massive impulse that we had here to the upside, okay, this massive impulse, the previous bull cycle, you guys remember the previous bull cycle? I just want to make sure. Okay, maybe that's why my trend lines and stuff don't balance. I've been here on the logarithmic chart the whole time. Anyways, right, let's get into it. Price came here from the bottom. We had our previous bull run over here, and some Elliott wave counters are counting this as wave 1. I'm talking about here larger time frames, okay? This is a wave 1, okay? And now we have an A, B, C correction, and then we are going to have an explosive third wave here to the upside. Right, so couple of problems that I see here, but let's play out the scenario is to say that, well, if this is the end of the impulse, so maybe just to draw it out for everyone that everyone understands, is that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So from a macro perspective, people are saying, some technical analysts are saying that we are here and we are now going to form an A, B, C to the downside. But the B wave can take the high of the first wave. So you can have, this is what we refer to as a flat, an A, B, C flat, where the B corrective wave takes the high of the first wave. Okay. So The question was, can we get to $25,000? Because this person highlighted that he sees perfect confluence at $25,000, and it looks like we're definitely going there. So if you are watching the live stream, please let me know. And okay, so let's go through the scenario over here. Is that the B wave over here has tapped the 1.05, which is a B wave target, to perfection. Okay, but now a C wave, right? You want to see impulses to the downside. And this is where the problem comes in. So let's just play out the scenario in terms of it can definitely play out. The C wave target, minimum target, is at $16,439. This is the minimum C wave target here to the downside. So no, not 25,000. It's going to go down lower. If this scenario had to play out, you're looking at $16,439 as a minimum C wave target. It can go down to 11,000. This is the second C wave target. Okay, 11,532. And then the target that no one wants to talk about and have nightmares about, it can go to the 1.618 at $6,497. Let me know in the comments if you guys think that we can still get here. Okay, let me know if you think we can still get here, because I just want to share with everyone why this scenario carries lower probabilities. Okay, the first problem, okay, when you look at impulses, and here's actually a perfect example of an impulse to the downside, right? You want to see a push down and a short retracement. And typically when you take a fib from the high to the low, you will see, okay, we got a retracement up until the 50% fib level, because downwards momentum is usually way more aggressive than upwards momentum. If you, Elliott wave theory states, if you're building an impulse to the downside, you're not allowed to tap the 0.88. Okay. Not allowed is a very strong word, but it drastically lowers the probability that you're creating impulses, but you're more likely to look at a corrective structure. Okay, and you can see with this whole momentum here to the downside, we never tapped the 0.88. So this was very impulsive here to the downside. So the problem that we face right now is to say that if this is the end, okay, if this is the end, you want to see impulses inside of the structure to show us that we're going down. So when I move, disable, enable the 𝗖𝗿𝘆𝗽𝗁𝗽 the whole time. So if I now zoom into this structure, and this is the end of the B wave over here, what you would like to see is impulses forming to the downside. And what I see over here is, if this is a 1, 2, can't be, we tap the 0.88. Okay, let's look at the next one. 1, 2, can't be, we tap the 0.88. Okay, but maybe this is a bigger 1, 2, can't be, because we tapped the 0.88. So I don't see inside of this structure, okay, that we are forming a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because a C wave, this wave, C wave, has to have 5 impulsive waves to the downside. So the problem really is the structure that we have here at the moment is not impulsive. This structure, usually when you take a fib from the high to the low and even to this high, you can see it's most probably 0.88, okay? 0.882 perfection that we tapped over there, and which increases the probabilities that any move down here, okay, any move down here is corrective and not impulsive. Corrective means it's bullish, because even when you move down, it's corrective. It's not impulsive. Okay. And for the C wave to be as massively impulsive as we had during the previous bear market, you want to see shallow retracements. You want to see 50% FIB retracements. You want to see 382 FIB retracement. These retracements are too deep. So this is the first problem that I've identified. The second problem is, or third or fourth problem, however you want to look at it, okay, is that this structure, the B wave to the upside, okay, has to be a 3-wave structure. This has to be a B, C to the upside. Then I'm like, okay, let's take a fib extension. I know what C wave targets are. So from A to B to C. So I mean, this is now, and sorry, A anyway, wait. I'm confusing myself over here, right? This is a ABC. Okay, got my bearings back. Thank goodness. Right, so you want to take a fib extension. I just want to go back here to linear. Okay, you take a fib extension from the low of A to the high of B to C. You drag it across. I want to make sure that my fibs are not broken. Okay, you have to go and change your fibs to log or logarithmic. Okay, so on the regular scale, okay, maximum C wave targets is at the 1.618. That's a maximum C wave target. So on the regular scale, okay, the regular scale that we all use to trade on, that one, the regular scale, we have surpassed the maximum C wave target. So this is the other problem with the scenario. We've surpassed it. That is considered a maximum C wave target. I have seen C waves go to the 2.618. Very rarely do you see it. It does happen, but you know, the higher the time frame, when you start zooming out onto the daily and the weekly time frames, you don't really see Elliott wave mistakes. You hardly ever see it. And we've also surpassed the 2.618, which is a rare C wave target. So it makes the scenario for an ABC, which confirms your B wave and then an impulsive C wave, it just lowers the probabilities. Okay, it's not invalidated, but you can see all the problems that I've picked up with this scenario. So basically, what I'm trying to say over here is, legends, if the scenario had to play out, okay, I would expect maybe a shallow C wave here to the downside, which they refer to as a running flat, okay, where the C wave doesn't take the A wave. But I mean, target is very low down. Right, so that is the bearish case scenario. I do have some insane, okay, he teaches how to fish, write the stuff down, backtest it yourself and watch the gains come in. Thanks. Yes, 𝗬𝗏, that's always what I preach over here, okay? Don't like to really give signals. If you want signals, go follow someone else, okay? I'm not really a signals person, but you can read between the lines where I am leaning towards, okay? And sometimes I will harp on something. I don't like to give signals because I want to teach you how to fish for yourself and how to do technical analysis for yourself. But sometimes, you know, you can read through the lines and you'll be like, okay, it looks like 𝗬𝗐 is looking at this area. He's playing the breakout. He knows how to apply his risk. So I can follow those strategies. It's simple and it's easy. Okay, legends. So basically, in a nutshell, that was the bearish scenario that I wanted to highlight, and I hope the person or the people that's asked this question, you now have a little bit more clarity. Okay, so unfortunately, I cannot say that the scenario won't play out. All I can say is that it carries low probabilities because there's a couple of things wrong with the structure. The bullish structures have way less things wrong with it, and that's why they carry higher probabilities. Legends, there's some good news, okay? There's really some good news. Do you guys remember this structure that I showed you, okay? And this is absolutely insane, okay? Let me zoom out. I need to zoom out for this one over here. Do you guys see this? $160,000. It can go even to $255,000. Do you guys see this? This scenario for now is gaining probabilities over some of the other bullish scenarios. Okay, and perhaps I will keep tomorrow's live stream to go through the bullish scenarios because there's 3 bullish scenarios, of which this one is the most bullish, which in the past carried one of the lowest probabilities out of all the bullish scenarios. Okay, and I will share with you exactly what needs to happen over here for this scenario to play out. Okay, and the good news is this scenario is gaining probabilities over some of the other bullish scenarios, which is not as bullish. Okay, and I will share that with you guys maybe in tomorrow's live stream. I don't think I'm going to have enough time today to really unpack this the way that I want to in this live stream. Okay, but here's a sneak peek. Okay, I want to explain to you guys why this scenario is gaining popularity, not just popularity, but probabilities from an Elliott wave perspective because of what's happening over here. Right, very exciting, very exciting. Let's see how this plays out. Basically a 1 2 1 2 3 4 5 here to the upside, double 1 2 combo. Okay, and if you don't know what a double 1 2 combo is, well, we recently experienced a double 1 2 combo. Okay, if I zoom into this price action, a lot of people tell me I don't know what a double 1 2 combo is. Well, look at this. Okay, 1 2 1 2 3. And it can still continue. If we find upwards momentum here, it can still continue, and then we make a correction. Then you have a 1 2 1 2 3. Double 1 2 combos are extremely bullish. Okay, so we recently, this structure looks like a double 1 2 combo. For now, it balances, the FIB levels balances. The thing that we now need to see for this structure to play ball is that any retracement needs to make a higher low to confirm momentum here to the upside. Okay, where this now becomes a wave 1 2 3. Okay, let me not go into too much detail over there. Right, then someone asked me to have a look at Ethereum. Okay, legends, I know it looks like a mess, but I'm going to clean it up, and I'm going to explain it so that everyone can understand over here. Okay, first thing, smash up the like for the education and for the alpha over here. Always remember, if you'd like to come and trade using one of the exchanges down in the description, your ways to support the channel, no KYC required for Bluffin, or Bluffin, Bybit, and 𝗞𝗖, right? And I just wanted to have a look at CVD here quick. Do we find any weakness here at the moment? Okay, still very neutral. Right, let's dive into ETH. I'm here on, let's also go on to the 3-day chart, or the 3-day chart here for the price of Ethereum. Okay, I know, legends, it looks like a mess. And I'm going to switch some things off just to clean it up. Okay, right, legends. The question is, the ETF has been launched. Ethereum is supposed to explode here to the upside. What is happening? Why is Ethereum getting a dump? Why is it not exploding? Okay. Can we go up, or are we still going to make a low? And what does it look like from an Elliott wave probabilities? Is it looking very bearish, or is it following maybe something that Bitcoin is doing? Okay. Right. Let's analyze the price of Ethereum here together. Right? The sister, the queen sister of all the altcoins. Legends, like I've explained, and part of the reason I explained to you guys the problem with the bearish scenario on the Bitcoin price is that the first thing that I'm spotting over here is that when you take a fib from the high to the low over here, where did we retrace to? 0.88. Okay, can you guys see that? Let me just do this. 0.88. Which increases, it always increases the probabilities. When you have a nice fib retracement, especially on the larger time frames, it actually plays out on all the time frames, and you tap the 0.88, you increase the probabilities that you're going to come claim the high. And any movement away from the 0.88 is corrective, and you are still going to go and claim the high. Okay, so on this, from 9 November 2021, 3 years ago, okay, we have now tapped 0.88, which tells me the probabilities have now increased that we still need to come and claim this high. So, bullish news number one, okay. I'm not even bringing Elliott wave theory into this yet. It's just Fibonacci retracement that I'm highlighting over here, okay. Then I look at this structure over here. And guess what? When I take a fib from the high to the low and I drag it across, we tapped the 0.88 once again, which increases the probabilities that we still need to come and claim this high. And any movement away is corrective, not impulsive. Okay. Just to clarify the word impulsive. Impulsive basically means, okay, you are either in a bull market or in a bear market, and the impulses needs to be in that direction. So if you're in a bull market, the impulses are to the upside. If you're in a bear market, the impulses are to the downside. And any move up in a bear market is corrective, and any move down in a bull market is corrective. So for now, this still tells me that ETH is in a bullish trend because we tapped the 0.88. Okay, even here in the smaller consolidation, and we also tapped the 0.88 on the larger time frame, which increases the probabilities of taking the highs. Okay, which says that any move away is corrective still and not impulsive. Right. The one level, okay, that I would still like for ETH, and I don't know if we're going to get there, if I look at this impulse here to the upside for the price of Ethereum, okay, definitely a possibility, okay. What you would like to see in this structure is for us to make a higher low and continue. But, okay, last line in the sand here for Ethereum is the 618 level. Okay, this is such a nice support area over here, because when I see these wicks here to the downside, do you see these wicks here to the downside? I can just imagine how much liquidity lies beneath these lows. The ETF has been launched. Everyone is extremely bullish. People are entering longs left, right, and crazy, and everyone is putting their stop losses here below the lows. So it would be nice if Ethereum can come back down, grab the liquidity, it bounces on the 0.618, and then we have blast off. You stop everyone out, okay? Nice support here above the highs. So from a bearish/bullish perspective, if Ethereum loses this low over here, it's not the end of the world, okay? Bounce here on the 0.618, and then we have blast off. Claiming the high over here because of the probabilities, we've tapped the 0.88 and also on the larger time frames, the 0.88. Okay. Hope that makes sense. Right. So I will go into the 4-hour time frame in a moment. I'm just quickly explaining the macro scenario over here. Right. I just want to make sure that I'm here on the... Okay, cool. That makes sense. Okay, I just want to see that I'm not missing anything over here. Let's do... where is my bullish scenario? So, legends, this is what I'm seeing here on the price of Ethereum. And I will go through the Elliott wave theory when I discuss the bullish scenarios on Bitcoin as well, because they go hand in hand, and then you'll see how they tie together. Okay, but simply put, okay, there's another scenario, which is more bullish, is we have a 1, 2, 3. We are busy with the fourth wave. Okay, it's either done where that was the low, and we're going to continue here to the upside, and you can see we can still go down low, tap the 0.618, and still have the fifth wave here to the upside that could potentially take us to $7,000-$8,000. Right, and this is the most conservative bullish scenario that I have here on the price of Ethereum. Okay. Now, just keep things simple. I can go and zoom into the smaller time frames. Let's go into the 4-hour. Just want to put it back here on regular. Okay, I prefer to do Elliott wave theory on the logarithmic. Just balances way better. Right, legends. So these are some of the things that I'm looking at Ethereum on the 4-hour time frame. Where did I put my trend lines? Unfortunately, my Ethereum folder is not as nicely balanced. Okay, but I mean, I can go and draw it in manually, right? Look at what's happening over here, legends. Okay, let me take this out, clean it up. Okay, so how do I trade this, devil? Okay, you can see beautiful trend line. We broke out. Nice gains here to the upside. Now we're forming another beautiful trend line, and look at where we're finding support at the moment. So to stay bullish on the price of Ethereum from where we are right now, if you believe that this is the low, and the reason I took you through the macro scenario is don't stress if you take the low, because we still have support a little bit further down, okay? And the macro structure will still remain bullish. But for this structure to remain bullish, you really want to see us find support where we are right now. Perhaps we grind here against the trend line. That would be great. And then you have blast off here to the upside. So for now, based on the data that I'm seeing in front of me, is that it looks like Ethereum still has a chance here to the upside, but it needs to hold the zone. Okay, it really needs to hold the zone. almost at the 618. Okay, because a lot of people are looking at this structure on Ethereum as bullish. Bullish structure, a high, you've broken market structure over here, you've created a new high. Now you want to see a higher low for continuation. And all I'm warning you guys against, or what I'm trying to highlight, okay, over here is to say that we can definitely get a bounce, make a lower high and take the low, okay. Lower high, take the low, and you know where the bouncing area is at the 0.618 further down. Okay, so that's basically my quick and dirty analysis here on the price of Ethereum. Okay, so basically this zone, okay, needs to hold. Maximum target for bullish momentum to continue without claiming the low is the 0.786. $2,966 needs to hold for this structure to remain bullish. If you're going to tap the 0.88, remember what I said, you increase the probabilities of taking the low, and right, you guys get the picture. Okay, that's what I quickly wanted to highlight here on the price of Ethereum. Hope you guys, and I know the world is absolutely so crazy bullish on the price of Ethereum at the moment. I just want to go and have a look. When did the ETF get launched here on Bitcoin? It was here somewhere, if I remember correctly. Okay. Maybe something similar is going to play out with the price of Ethereum. I think the ETF, if I'm not mistaken, was launched during this area over here. ETF news, okay, this was all, or was it? Sorry, I'm in the wrong time frame. Sorry, I'm completely in the wrong time frame. Legends, I feel like an absolute, yeah, here we go. All right, it just looks similar. There is where the ETFs was launched. Okay, we had a news pump. Okay, we had a news pump here to the upside. I just make sure that I'm not losing my marbles. Up, you know, ETF, 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 and then we had a dump. And we took the liquidity below all these lows. Can you see how the market shook out everyone with a stop losses here below the wicks? We stopped out everyone, and then we had blast off. So what I would like to see, this is what I'm seeing here on the price of Ethereum as well, is it would be nice, okay, looking at this structure and these lows that I've just shown you, the low, the low, the low, everyone with their stop losses, it would be nice to see something like this. You stop out everyone, you reset the market, you wipe out the liquidity, and then you go. Okay, do you guys see the similarity that happened? I'm just playing it out like it happened on Bitcoin, okay? Bitcoin literally topped out here, sell the news event, and everyone's like, oh crap, what's happening? Okay, the ETF is not doing anything. It wiped out everyone, and then all of the sardines, we saw this. So I would like to see that here on Ethereum as well. So we don't always get what we want, but we do have nice support over here, really nice support where we can wipe out the liquidity and then go and complete a nice little fifth wave or an impulse here to the upside. Right, smash up the like. Let me go and read some comments out here, okay, because I will just go on forever talking over here. Okay, our dad Larry won't let it get to 0. Yes. And BTC going to 12K 6 months after halving is simply crazy talk. Yes, Fortuna, I mean, I just had to talk about the bearish scenario because I get a lot of questions around the bearish scenario. So, Fortuna, you want to join tomorrow's live stream because then I'm going to talk about the bullish scenarios. There are 3 bullish scenarios. 3 bullish scenarios, and then I will share with you which one I think has the highest probability of playing out and why. Okay. And I mean, also there's certain invalidations that needs to get hit. So the more price action obviously develops, the more probability shifts to a different scenario. Okay. Thank you, 𝗬𝗆. I hope everyone knows 𝗬𝗆 doesn't just give fish. Okay, I've gone through that. Thanks, Colin. I appreciate that comment. Your alarm just made me jump. Sorry about that. Right. Remember XRP, please. Mr. MH, I did read your comment. I've got XRP here ready to go. Okay, let's go for XRP. 62%. Yeah, let me read the results here from the poll. Okay. Let's end the poll. Yeah, 62% of you guys think that this is a fake out. Do you trust the pump? 62% says no. 37% says yes. Okay, 112 people voted. Okay, so I mean, with good risk management, we can still make money even with a fake pump. Legends, you can still make money with a fake pump, right? I don't care if it's a fake pump. And, you know, a lot of people are like, it's a fake out. It's a fake out. I'm like, okay, well, I'm trading the fake out. I'm making money. I don't care if it's a fake out. I'm making money with good risk management. Okay. Right, legends. Let's go through XRP. Let me just finish the comments over here. It's too 50-50 for me to trust. Sin Games, what worries me is the head and shoulders forming on 2-hour BTC. We're on the right shoulder now, turning back 2-hour time frame. Let's go have a look. Sorry, on the wrong coin. 2-hour time frame. I see what you mean. I see what you mean. But I mean, what is concerning, well, not concerning, what gives me confidence that any move down is corrective is, look at this, okay? 0.88. 0.88. Now you're like, okay, where's the impulse? There's no impulse. I don't see any impulse. And then some people will say, well, maybe this is a bigger impulse. Then I'm like, okay, let's take it till there, right? 0.88. Where's the impulse to the downside? I don't see an impulse to the downside, okay? And I'm going to say it again when we come here to the 0.88, okay? Fibonacci, from the high to the low, we are now at the 786. We are now at the 786 and still potential for a bounce here. Okay, or you go have a deeper correction, you bounce here. If we tap the 0.88, where's the impulse? The impulse should have started here already. Okay, so the longer we drag, the more corrective. This is corrective. This is a consolidation, a corrective structure. That's what it looks like. Okay, always probabilities to go a little bit lower. And I think tomorrow in the live stream, when I discuss the 3 bullish scenarios, you will see that there is a possibility to go down lower, but it's still bullish. Okay, to eat up all the lows over here, but it's still, from a macro perspective, bullish, because there's no impulses over here. Just, there's nothing. It's just, we are just in a range. Okay, we are still inside a range. Okay, we are still inside the channel. We haven't lost the channel. Still ranging. Still looks healthy. Still looks corrective. Right. Hi, Devil. Can you make a video on VPN? Why is it important, especially for crypto users? Okay, I can explain that in another video. VPNs is basically to protect your IP address, okay, so that hackers can't get a hold on, well, hackers, I don't know all the technical stuff. There's most probably a lot of developers out there that's gonna think that I'm stupid if I go too technical. But basically, a VPN protects your IP address because a hacker needs your IP address in order to hack your computer. So if you have a VPN that hides your IP address, it makes it a lot more difficult for them to hack you and steal your wallet and your passwords and all those type of things. That's why VPN is important. Okay. By the way, I would trust this pump now. The risk reward has gone now. Okay. Yes, definitely. I mean, the risk, if you want to FOMO into this trade right now, okay, I strongly don't recommend it. If you want to FOMO into the pump, because the risk reward, like you said, Mr. Sin Games, doesn't make sense. Did you know XRP and BTC are made on the same IP address? No, I did not. That is interesting. Mr. MH, now that you're starting with did you know facts, did you know that the last Bitcoin will be mined? And before anyone goes and Google it, 2140. That's when the last Bitcoin will be mined. And some people ask, well, if the majority of Bitcoins, I think we've mined 19 million, 17 million out of the 21 million. And people might think, but why on earth is it still going to take so long? It's because of the halving event. Okay, every 4 years, you can only mine half the amount of Bitcoin that you used to be able to mine the previous 4 years. Okay. Okay, then I'm looking at the wrong head and shoulders, Mr. Sin Games. Anyways, let's go. Quick analysis here on the price of XRP. Right, legends. I mean, one of those that I think XRP is going to surprise a lot of people during the cycle. It has been boring. People lost faith. Okay, from a fundamental perspective, you have the XRP army, and we're going to $10. And I think this debate has been going on for years and years and years. But right, legends, there's a glimmer of hope here for the price of XRP. And just a quick recap over here. Okay, it looks like we could be forming an A, B, C, D, E bull flag, right? And for those of you that were during the live stream when I discussed XRP, I did say that this is a very critical point for XRP here at the moment because we have a clear invalidation. This bullish structure will only remain intact as long as we don't take this low. And now that XRP was falling down there, while it was falling down here, I said, guys, there's either something really bad going to happen with XRP, perhaps there's going to be some really, really bad news about XRP, that it's going to tap the invalidation and go to much, much lower levels, because then the bearish scenarios starts kicking in. Or gaining popularity and probabilities. So something really bad is going to happen over here, or something really great is about to happen with XRP. Okay, something great that the XRP army has been waiting for since 2017. Okay, because XRP is one of those tokens during the previous bull cycle that didn't claim their all-time highs. But it could do some magic if the momentum remains bullish here to the upside. So what I also said during one of my live streams is, legends, okay, well, if you want to trade this, you don't know whether it's going to be good or bad news. Okay, wait for the break of the trend, which we've now broken. We had some nice resistance over here, which was red, which I now made green because it's support. So, and then I said, legends, what I would like to see on the price of XRP is, I want to say, first thing is we need to break the trend and we need to flip this resistance into support. Okay. And we just smashed through it like it didn't even exist. Then I said, step number 2, I want to see a 5-wave structure. So if I go onto the 8-hour over here, very important that I want to see a 5-wave structure, because a 3-wave structure means it can be corrective. I want to see a 5-wave structure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe this is still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, but I can, regardless of how you count it, I can count some bullish. I can count a 5-wave structure. That's the point. I can now start counting a 5-wave structure, which increases the probabilities that if we do find downwards momentum, this is potentially a buying opportunity for me. No financial advice. I cannot tell you what you need to do, but this could potentially be a buying opportunity, because you want to buy the dips, expecting another explosion here to the upside, where this becomes a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it continues to the upside. Okay, so I am patiently waiting for a deeper retracement here on XRP, which might not come. Okay. You can see that I have a FIB retracement here. I really like this FIB retracement because I was thinking, well, if this is the end of the structure over here, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this is A, B, C here to the downside, I really like the 1.618 level that has confluence with this resistance that we've broken through and we haven't tested it yet. So, you know, this is an RS flip. You break resistance and you flip it into support and you get continuation. So if I can get a 48 cents or 47 cents XRP, I will definitely be nibbling over here. Okay, expecting more upwards momentum, because, I mean, the ticks are in my favor at the moment. And I know exactly where and how to manage my risk. Right, so, and I'll be honest with you guys, I hate XRP from a fundamental perspective. The army, they are aggressive. I even have some of these people in my family that have put so much money into XRP since 2019, and they are miserable old sots because they have not made money. Okay, I've made way more money with Render, with Solana, with Rune, with those altcoins, because I sold my XRP back at a stage. I was just like, it's not doing anything. Okay, it's not even claiming its all-time highs during the previous bull cycle. And then I bought Render, I bought Rune, I bought Solana. What else? There's a couple of other altcoins that I bought as well, and those altcoins has given me insane gains to the upside compared to if I just left my money in XRP. But in saying that, it looks like XRP is about to make a move. Okay, obviously there are clear invalidations, of which the bigger invalidation is here by 28 cents. Okay. So now I find myself talking and analyzing XRP once again, okay, because it looks great. Right. If I was a coin, I would marry XRP. That's stable. That's funny. That's funny. Kulin, would you bid along at the local golden pocket from the local high BTC just made? Okay, wait. Let's go and have a look at BTC. Let's go into the 1 hour. Okay. Just want to make sure that I've got all my ducks here. Are you talking about a short? Are you talking about you want to enter a short? Okay. From the high to the low. Are you talking about this 618? Would you bid along at the local golden pocket? What do you mean by local golden pocket? Is it this structure? Okay. Or is it this structure? Okay. I'm not sure. Because there's also a fib here and there's also a fib over here. So which one are you talking about? Right, on the 15 minute. Well, I can put this on the 15 minute. Right, legends. I'm not sure which golden pocket you're referring to. Okay. Is it this 618 or is it this 618 to short? Because you're talking about long, and I will only long here by the 618. So I will definitely consider a long if we hit the golden pocket over here, right? And especially if we get some bullish CVD, right? I will definitely be there like a bear. Right, legends. Let's do some daily levels. Just see what's happening here. Let's switch on some trends. Okay, let's dress up the chart over here. Make sense of it. As soon as you put some lies and color into the chart. Hi, legends. Mr. Andy in the house. Welcome, welcome, Mr. Andy. And for those of you that don't know, Andy is one of the greatest range traders that I've ever seen inside this crypto space. So Andy's link for his channels down in the description. Andy at Bitcoin Senses. Go check him out. Okay, you guys will learn something else. Andy also loves to educate the same way that I do. Right, legends. Okay, so far so good. We have broken trend. I spoke about the scenario this morning for those of you that joined late. Okay, if you watched my YouTube update this morning, I said, I don't trust this consolidation. I see bearish CVD. I would like to see another sweep. Okay. Also, we tapped the trend there to perfection. We got the breakout. So with good risk management, you should already be defending and protecting your position if you did take the trade here to the upside. And then the other two scenarios that I highlighted, when you take a fib from the high to the low over here, okay, for momentum to continue to the downside, you really want to see price, okay, slow down. Let me just do this. Slow down over here, okay. Maybe tap the 0.5 as a maximum target. Then there's still a chance, okay. If we don't go past the 0.5, there's still a chance for lower momentum, because if you're going to tap the 0.618 over here, you're now crossing into the territory. If this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, okay, 4 is going into the territory of number 1. I don't like the 618 because it is inside the territory of number 1. But the good news is, if you start tapping the 0.618, there's a chance, okay, that the low could be in for now, and we're still going to go up for a last impulse to the upside. So let's see how this plays out. Right, keep an eye on CVD, okay. Let's go and have a quick look here at CVD. Just refresh it, make sure that it's not giving issues. Okay. Okay. Still very neutral here at the moment, legends. Okay. No weakness just as yet. Nothing, no weakness just as yet. Right. Dahlia, Andy is another one of my favorites. I learn from him all the time. Only good stuff. Thanks, Andy. Yes. And I learn from Andy as well. And I'm not sure if Andy learns from me, but there's lots of things that Andy taught me over the years because I also followed Andy for a long time now, okay, before I started my own YouTube channel. And there's some range trading things that Andy opened my eyes to. I was like, wow, okay, he has a different way of looking at the market. So yeah, Andy, an absolute legend, especially when we are inside of ranges. Andy makes insane amounts. I know Andy makes money when we're ranging. Okay, so a ranging market is a paradise for Andy. Right, I longed also. Okay, 𝗖𝗍𝗃 got everyone bullish. The dump to 58k range. Yes. Okay. Right, legends. I mean, just to summarize it over here, let's go back onto the 4-hour time frame. Definitely two of my two favorite YouTubers. You guys keep it real, unlike a lot of the other ones. Yes, I think, I'm not going to mention any names. I also used to follow a lot of YouTubers when I started my trading journey and my trading career. And a lot of them hype up and they have these positive vibes. Buy now. This is where I'm putting my stop loss. This is the profit taking area. Like, they give you the signal on the channel, and then 80% of the time the trades don't play out. And then, I don't know, they just pretend like it never existed, but they never teach you how to do proper technical analysis. Okay, they're not teaching you how to apply risk management. And I see some of these influencers telling their communities, you take all your capital, 10x leverage, 40x leverage. I mean, yeah, that is absolutely insane. That's crazy. Okay, right, legends. I know it looks a little bit messy over here. Okay, but if, like I said, if this is the end of the impulse, oops, I like this pivot for some reason, okay, for now, because this still has a chance to go to higher levels. But you guys can see how beautifully we respected this daily level over here, okay, daily level. If we do find, okay, a rejection, when you take a fib from the high to the low over here, if we do find a rejection before we go into the territory of this price action, we could still come down lower. And then I'm looking at the 0.382. Grab all this beautiful liquidity. Okay, if we can grab all that beautiful liquidity, you grab the liquidity, you get acceptance back inside the trend, it's game on. Okay, right, legends, thank you so much for joining the live stream today. I appreciate every single one of you being here. Thanks for staying tuned for so long. It's been over an hour, one of my longer live streams. I like to keep my live streams just under an hour. Smash up the like for all the alpha that I've shared over here. That double bottom was longed. Yes, Andy. Yes, I know that double bottom was longed. I also longed that double bottom. We love double bottoms, by the way. And they just play out so often. And smash up the like, hit subscribe for future notifications. I'll see you guys in tomorrow's update. And please stay tuned and tune in for tomorrow's update, because I'm going to take you through those 3 insane bullish scenarios on the price of Bitcoin. Okay. Have yourselves an awesome day. Thank you very much, Irina. Thanks for joining. I appreciate every single one of you. Until the next one, cheers for now.